Hi friends, today it's about the mystical month of July. I believe a lot in present today, and the only thing we have in our control is our today. The birth chart is the roadmap of our entire life and indicates our unique pattern of living. When we walk on that path, what we will experience during the journey is known by the transit. The past is in our head, but the future is in our hand. And transits helps in making our future bright with the right choices. And this can happen smoothly by knowing the current situation in terms of periodical transits of the planets and their impact on our day-to-day life. Transits are continuous movement of planets. Planets are always rotating and revolving around the sun. Also, they are moving through a certain sign, nakshatra, degree, and houses. Simultaneously, they also move over a certain house and a planet in our birth chart. When the transiting planet touches any of the key points in our birth chart, it brings the promised results of our dasha period. So the transiting planets have the capacity to trigger events that are indicated in our dasha. And so it's a teamwork between the dasha period and the transit to make anything happen as an event. The transits affects everyone similarly. Like season, if it's winter, it's cold for everyone unless you are in a different geographical zone. If it is a rainy season, it rains for everyone. In a similar manner, transit will affect and reflect on your nature and personality. Hence, it is important to know what to expect from the transit time to time. Talking about the transit of the month of July, I call it mystical. And there are various reasons to say so. And you would agree with me after listening to this video. Numerologically, July is the seventh month of the year. The prime quality of number seven is like being intuitive, introverted, analytical, mystical, quiet, and thoughtful. Whatever your creed or culture is, the number seven is and has a special significance everywhere. Also, there is suddenness with the events in this month. July is the month of ending. A cycle ends at number 7. Observe your past few July months, what you have experienced. There must have been some ending at some level physical, mental, spiritual, or emotional. Something ends, or rather, there is a completion, end of the chapter. Also, it's a slow process. As the next month is the month of August, number 8. The ending comes as a surprise or suddenness, but the beginning takes time, as some transformation is required before any start. Number 7 is much more extensive in nature than most of us can realize. There are 7 oceans, 7 continents, 7 chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 days in a week, 7 classical planets, 7 wonders of the world, 7 woes of marriage with 7 rounds together for a couple, 7 rishis, saptarishis. 7 is one of the most significant mention in the Bible, and it denotes completeness with it. 7 is sharp number and is considered lucky for many. We have seen the most skillful players in the team is often bestowed the honor of wearing the number 7 jersey. MS Dhoni, Ronaldo, and then we have famous Bond, not 7. The planets associated with number 7 is Ketu and Neptune. There's a surprise element with number 7 because of Ketu. Ketu is headless, blind, and mostly works on intuition. And still, it hits the arrow in the right place, even if there is dark. They can make super blind guess, as they have polished sixth sense. The problem happens when they do not follow their intuition. Right now, Ketu is in Scorpio, in the nakshatra of Saturn. So expect some changes in the existing circumstances related to any job, home, health, sudden gains and losses, some inheritance matter. It gives abundance but takes away abruptly too. So be cautious when you gain something out of the proportion. The season associated with July is rainy season and the element is water. There is a lack of fire element for the first 20 days till Venus and Mars gets into Leo. So watch your health, especially the first 20 days. Then we have elemental balance. Sun enters Cancer on 17th July. With that, the start of Dakshinayana and also Devas go to sleep. Hence, it is a quiet time to rest and not much of activity. People born in the month of July on 7th, 16th, or 25th of any month. Also, if 7 plays an important role in any which ways in your life, then this month has a special significance for you. The color is grey, cloudy, including all the watercolors, is determined by number 7. Also, Ketu has multicolor items. Ketu is the west of northwest direction in the house. Ketu is any crack on the walls, on the floor. In the house, Ketu denotes the basement, hole, the ending portion of the house. Even the results we can expect towards end of the month. The universe or the nature will give you some sudden change in these areas as a signal, like sudden crack or hole or leakage in the house as an indication. Apart from that, there are certain important astrological events that are happening during the month of July, which could change the current trend. The month starts with the mutual aspect of Mars and Saturn, the first 3 days, where there can be a feeling of restriction, as Mars is action and Saturn is restriction. So it's time to learn, to know when to stop and when to be active. Out of the two, Saturn is strong, being in its own sign and retrograde too, whereas Mars is weak in Cancer. We can use this time to do some exercising and we can reduce the stress level. We can also get engrossed with some hard work activity. With Moon entering into Aries on 4th of July, Moon will have its new cycle through the zodiac. Expect some fresh start with this at some level. There's a feeling of being free as Mars will come out from Saturn's aspect. Rather, you would be excited to start something and there won't be any obstacle on your path. Then Mercury will get into Gemini, its own sign, on 8th of July. It's a joyous time. Aspect of Jupiter would further provide assurance on your hopes. Also, it's a speedy transit, just for 17 days. Mercury will change the sign again on 25th of July. This is a real breakthrough time and the long-awaited goals will be completed as Mercury, our thoughts, all documentation, communication, transactions which were blocked because of Mercury being retrograde and also with Rahu. In the fixed and earthy sign of Taurus, we can expect some speedy results. On 10th of July, we have new moon in Gemini at 23 degrees to give a final conclusion to all the pending tasks and goals, especially since the full moon in Mula Nakshatra. Actually, from here you may expect gradual movement as we move toward the full moon on 24th of July in Capricorn. This is the time for proper and calculated planning. Plan well and feel secure, stable about whatever you're doing. Keep in mind that we have Jupiter's aspect as a blessing. Be confident whatever you plan around this time, as this will have long term impact. Soon after a new moon, Venus and Mars will cross the Gandanta point one by one, even moon. This will help any confusion to get settled with renewed significations of all these planets. Then by 17th of July, when Sun will transit Cancer, we have like king visiting home to relax with family. Do exactly what is indicated by the planets, their significations, and you will give proper justice to the planet and your time. See, God has created all these with great planning. He's a great planner. Don't doubt it. The indications are so clearly given. We just have to follow the nature without messing it with our intelligence. We have other areas where we can use our intelligence. On 18th of July, Venus will cross the Gandanta point and will get into Leo. Venus being water, having passed some quiet, relaxing time in Cancer, and now getting into the sign of Leo, fire sign, the enemy zone. Venus will be kind of charged up to express some very deep and insightful matter, especially when transiting in its own nakshatra of Purva Falguni. Leo is all about taking center stage, and Venus is ready for all the drama. I'm sure Venus will give justice to this transit. Soon Mars will join Venus in the sign of Leo with great enthusiasm. There will be complete change in the energy of Mars. Whatever creativity Venus wants to show, Mars is going to boost it. Just have the balance in using both the energies, as the fire of Leo can be spread fast without even you realizing it. But Sun, the king, being in the 12th from its own sign, is not helping much to go out of the balance in any of your action. Around the same time, on 20th of July, Jupiter will get into Dhanishta nakshatra, a friendly nakshatra, and also aspecting Lord of Dhanishta, Mars. This can give fuel to give some pending results. Jupiter can expand materialistic benefit, but the wealth can grow gradually as it is in the Saturn sign and presently both are retrograde. Simultaneously, we have Mars Venus conjunction again in the sign of Leo. This time, this conjunction has an aspect of Jupiter. Venus and Jupiter, both the benefic of the zodiac, are then directly opposite to each other. This can create an atmosphere of trust and positivity. There can be moments of joy and relaxation as both Venus and Mars are out of the sight of Saturn. Sense of freedom would be there. Like how you feel when the teacher is not in the classroom or the boss is not in the office. Then there is full moon on 24th of July in Capricorn. This full moon will first cross Pluto. So the mind is already stressed. Also, moon is opposing Mercury's Sun, Mars, Venus, as they are in right opposite, say in the 6th, 7th, and 8th house. Also, moon is heading towards Saturn, but meeting Jupiter. Mind will be full of mixed thoughts. Remaining calm and getting busy in activities should be the best course of action. By 25th of July, just within 17 days, Mercury will change sign and goes to Cancer. Cancer is a very sensitive and emotional sign. When planets of intellect, logic, and communication, Mercury, will enter into Cancer, the energies will be further more emotional. You can easily express your thoughts and feelings. You will become closer to your family and friends in a more sympathetic manner. This is till Mercury is out of the sight of Saturn. Then there will be mix of logic and feelings with all the calculations. On the last day of the month, 31st of July, Moon will again start a new zodiac cycle when it gets into Aries. We are heading towards the month of August, the month of transformation. And the moon's new cycle in Aries states the same. All in all, July looks pretty exciting with everything in some proportion. Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Capricorn, and Aquarius are the most active throughout the month. Handle these areas of your birth charts with care and give it a fair treatment. The rest will follow. It will be helpful if you evaluate your strength realistically and use them in the right place. This will support you to get succeed in all your goals. But overestimating will have painful results because of the dominance of Saturn throughout the month. Do remember that Saturn is throughout strong. After 30 years, Saturn is back home. And for next 3-4 years, it is going to be strong. Do what's needed and not what you want or wish, and there will be positive results. If any negative results you see for yourself, just remember that it is directing you towards being true to your principles. If you resist with courage, being always faithful to your sense of justice, you will soon be free of this period of adversity. The first 10 days till the new moon, there can be struggle between action and no action. Retrograde Neptune can give some hard fact checking and will work on your illusions. It may show you some reality you may not like. Uranus will square Saturn and Sun in the middle of 10 days, which can give some forced change. The change that was due, but you were not able to make it because of your attachments. Make it easy for yourself and others by going forward with that change, and it will be like the whole lot of new options and opportunities in front of you. You'll be glad that you went ahead with this option. In the last 10 days, Venus and Mars are out of the sight of Saturn, and Uranus square but Mercury has some restrictions after 25th. But still, they are far away from each other degreically. So much less impact. So all in all, the last 10 days of the month looks much better compared to the first 20 days. You may need to move slowly and gradually with all your dealings, but do it continuously. You need to be watchful, being moody. This can make you out of proportion, imbalanced, and maybe a little critical. Maintaining balance is most important during this month, as water rules this month. Water is our emotions. 70% of the body and the earth has water in it. Both can easily be destabilized and get out of proportion. We can easily catch diseases as we will see less of sun, which is another reason for getting sick. Sun is in the sign of Cancer in the second half of the month. Rather spend some quality time with your family. Mars in a Cancer also denotes the same. July is the month to relax and enjoy the time with family. Try to find balance in your life and there will be harmony and inner peace. I hope this has given you some helpful insight for the month of July and how best you can use this month. Do keep in mind the mystical nature of number 7 and how it is connected with divinity. Something unexpected in the higher good may happen which can have a concluding impact. With this, I will end this session. Do write in your comments and queries, and thank you for your time. Check out this channel for more such updates, and bye for now. Thank you.